Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ocean State Aquatics TV. Today I'm here at our Coventry location in front of our invert system, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about harlequin shrimp. Harlequin shrimp are one of my favorite invertebrates that you can add to your saltwater tank, mostly because of their unique pattern and unique body shape. If you guys have ever seen a harlequin shrimp, you know that they completely stand out because they don't look like anything else that we have in the hobby, because they have this absolutely incredible body pattern and a really unique body shape that you really don't see on anything else. All harlequin shrimp have a base color of a white to kind of a cream color, and they will have different colored spots on top of them, whether they be pink, purple, blue, sometimes even red, and sometimes even the spots themselves will be highlighted with other different colors as well. So as you can see from the shrimp that we have in our tank right now, it is a white body or a cream colored body. It's got pale pink spots with kind of like a deep blue rim and some purple blotches in between, which is absolutely beautiful, stunning body coloration. Now, another really unique thing about the harlequin shrimp is just the way that their body looks overall. I really love these guys because shrimp are personally my favorite animal. I just love all different types of shrimp, but these ones have a special place in my heart because of how unique they look. Starting out, they stay really small. They really only get to be about 1 to 2 inches in length. Another really unique thing about their body is that they have these really long, flat antennas on the top of their head. A lot of people may think that those are their eyes because they are what sticks up the most. These are actually a very long modified antenna that they use to actually seek out their prey. They are used mostly to smell. So harlequin shrimp actually have very, very poor eyesight. So they actually get most of their navigation through the smelling receptors on their head, and they also have chemical receptors in there as well that they will use to detect where their prey is and help navigate themselves around to find it. Their eyes are actually much shorter than their antennae, but they are on little tiny stalks that you sometimes can see if you get really up close to the shrimp. Now circling back to their modified flat claws, these are actually a really unique feature of them because they use them specifically for eating. They only eat the legs of tube-footed sea stars. So that's why they have those modified claws, because they use them to flip the stars over and to go at their soft tube feet and to eat them. That being said, they can be a little bit more difficult to keep in the aquarium setting because you do have to have a fresh supply of tube-footed sea star legs for them to be able to eat. A lot of people will come into the store to specifically buy sea stars for this purpose. In the wild, they most often eat the legs of lankia stars, but in captivity, I've seen them eat other tube-footed stars as well, such as sand-sipping sea stars and chocolate chip sea stars. But you do have to be careful if you do have these shrimp in a reef tank setting. Some stars, such as chocolate chip sea stars, are not reef safe. If you are in a pinch and you cannot find any reef safe sea stars to feed to your shrimp, if you do have them in a reef tank setting, a lot of people will actually cut the leg off of the star and just feed the leg and not the whole starfish, and then keep the starfish elsewhere, such as in your sump or in another dedicated tank, and just feed the leg to not allow the starfish to eat the coral that you have in your tank. A lot of people also will buy lots of sea stars all at once and keep them either in their sump or in a separate tank and just remove a leg from the star whenever they need to feed their shrimp, and then just have a bunch of stars in rotation, because sea stars do actually grow their legs back as long as you leave a little bit of their central disc intact. They will continue to regenerate the legs that you cut off to feed your stars, but of course this does take a very long time, so you want to have multiple sea stars in your rotation, so you're not just chopping off the same legs from the same stars, because they will not grow back fast enough to feed your shrimp. Another really interesting fact about the harlequin shrimp is that they actually pair up. Now, a male and a female can pair up, and they are sometimes sold in pairs, or will find a pair if you put multiple in a tank together, or just a male and a female in a tank together, they can pair up. And the really, really cute fact about them is that they're actually monogamous once they end up pairing up, so they will not switch between pairs. They will just stay together. The only downside to having them pair up is that if you do have a monogamous pair, they can be pretty territorial, meaning that if you have multiple pairs of harlequin shrimp in a rather small tank, sometimes they can be rather territorial to themselves, but if you allow them enough space, they should be okay together. Now, one of the only downsides about these shrimp is that they are so small and that they can be a little bit shy, so sometimes they do hide a lot, or they're hiding most of the time except for when they're hungry, and they'll come out and let you know that they want to be fed. So sometimes you don't see them all the time, especially if you have them in a rather large aquarium. That being said, since they are so shy, they are not going to hurt anything else in your tank besides tube-footed sea stars that they're using for food. So you can put them with pretty much anything as long as they are not going to hurt the shrimp, because the shrimp are not going to be a threat to anything else in your tank. So that is just about everything about the harlequin shrimp. We've got several of them here at our Coventry location, so if you're interested, come on down and take a look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and like always, keep on reefing.